Thank you so much, everyone, for joining us for our program, February Online Art Workshops. It has been organized by Art Classes Group. We are based in Slough in UK. I hope everyone enjoyed our previous workshops, and hopefully you'll thoroughly love this workshop and the next ones as well. Today we'll create seed art in a heart shape. It will be quite exciting. I hope you guys gather as many seeds or beans around you, yeah, so we can use in our artwork. And yes, let's get started. Just for your information, so everyone will be on mute. If you want to send me a message, just send me on a chat. I'll try my best to answer. That will be difficult to work and to answer the questions. Yes, every workshop is at starting 3 o'clock UK time until Saturday. So the first thing, if you guys can get ready, is a piece of cardboard. And if you can draw a heart on the cardboard and then cut it out. It can be any size you want, A4, A3, so however you feel comfortable. Mine is, I think, in between A4 and A3, so it doesn't have a specific size. Yeah, so I hope you have this already cut it out, yeah, as I mentioned in the instructions. And what I have here, I have a selection of beans and different seeds. Obviously, you can get even more colorful. So it is literally now entirely up to you what you are going to choose for your work. What I choose, I have some pasta. I just loved these shapes. I have the beans, though I wish to have the brown beans. I have black-eyed beans. I love these ones with the the eyes. It's really funny. Okay, I have lentils. I have bulgur. It's a type of like rice, smaller than rice. Yeah, and the corn. And just extra thing, guys, if you have, I have some cinnamon sticks. Yeah, anything, guys, can be useful. You know, it will be, what we are going to do today, it will be similar to a mosaic. So we're going to do a mosaic, but instead of stones, we're going to use seeds, beans, or any other colorful spice, something that is, you know, more 3D and not too powdery. Yeah. Obviously, PVA glue. I don't have the proper bottle, so because I have a massive jar, so just keep it like this. PVA glue, brushes, 2 brushes, small and a medium brush, pencils and rubber, because we're gonna sketch our work first. And just extra, I have a little bit of thread or yarn. You know, I just want to, I'm going to add by the end a little bit details in there. Yeah. Brilliant. So I'm going to start sketching a design on my heart shape, and then I'm going to apply glue, and then I'm going to stick the seeds. So first of all, I'll start from one side. You have this half of the heart. So I'm going to make a swirly line. I'm going to use a darker pencil so you guys can see. You can use any pencil. So I have here an 8B. So swirly line. You can make it double. I mean, use more lines so it can be a thicker line so you can see it clearly when you are going to apply the seeds. So it's not going to be much of drawing, just a few lines. And another swirly line on the other side, but make it slightly smaller. The same, I'm using several lines, yeah? So it can be slightly darker and a thicker line. So I can see when I'm going to apply the seeds. Yeah. And just another one on one side of the heart. And this will be my drawing. I don't want to make it, I don't want to make a complicated design because it's not going to be that easy, you know, to stick all the seeds in there because they are quite small, so it's difficult. Obviously, if you want to explore more this technique, you can do more intricate, you know, design, obviously. But just to have an idea, we're going to make it simple. Yeah. The first thing I'm going to do is to make a frame, yeah, to my heart. I'm gonna make a frame with the pasta. I really love this shape. So I'm gonna stick this pasta all around my shape. Now, if you want to hang it before we do that with a string, okay, let me just get a little bit of this. So take just a little bit of string. We need to do this before we apply the seeds and the glue because afterwards it will be difficult. Just make a hole, yeah, on top of your heart. Yeah, and then, yeah, put the string. So you can, because if you'll have the glue and the seeds, it will be difficult to put the string, yeah? So it'll be nice and ready to be hanged, yeah, on the walls. Brilliant. I'm going to use my small brush and my PVA glue. So I'm going to be very generous with my glue, yeah, and apply only on the sides of the heart. The table that I'm working on is my art table, my craft table. If you're using on a good table, maybe put something underneath your work, a plastic or a newspaper, because the glue definitely will go on the table, so just to protect, you know, the surface. Be very generous with your glue. Doesn't have to be a perfect line, just, you know, randomly. Even if you drop glue over, it's fine, so don't worry about it. It will be everything covered. It's nice if you guys can have many colorful seeds or different colorful beans or yeah, it will be really, really nice. I tried to look in my house, I couldn't find that many colorful ones. Yeah, so start with the frame. And now I'm going to stick my pasta. If the glue is not enough, you can add even on top of the pasta, yeah, to make sure that it's properly, yeah, stick to the cardboard. once you stick the pasta to the work, don't touch it, because if it moved, then the amount of glue is not gonna hold it. So I already, it has a lovely shape. When it's getting dry, it's interesting to paint it. So you can use acrylics and you can paint your work, in different colors. For example, here my glue is already a little bit dried. I'm gonna add more. So make sure you have a good amount of glue. Yeah. If you don't have pasta, so you can use any beans. But I'm using this because it's quite a large outline here. And with the pasta is much more easier. Turn it around so you can work easily. Yeah, more, yeah, place. I really love the frame. I'm just imagining how I'm going to paint it with, I don't know, something that match in the house. Maybe if we have red curtains, it would be nice to paint over with a red color. But don't forget, leave it to get dry. It's very important. So I would give 1 day, and then maybe tomorrow you guys can paint it. Brilliant. Just add a little bit more glue. Okay. Now, just make sure when you're gonna work in the middle of the shape, don't touch the sides, yeah, because you might remove the your border. Yeah. So far, so good. It really looks nice. I'm going to work now on these lines. Yeah. So I'm going to choose for those swirly lines. I'm going to use the white beans. Obviously, you can use, any other seeds or beans. However, I like the beans for this outline because they have a medium size, so I can work out easily. Not too big, not too small. So the same, I'll start with the glue, generous amount of glue. You see, because our line is dark, now I can see it very clearly where is the outline. While if we cover with this glue, it would have been difficult to see the outline if it wouldn't be that dark. Yeah. Just gonna apply even more glue. Yes, I'll try to be very generous. Yeah. Okay, I'll start working because I don't want to get dry or absorbed into the cardboard. So I'll start sticking the beans, the white beans. The brown ones are really nice. They make a very good outline. They are spotted ones. The same, they're not very nice for outline. Yeah. So don't worry about this glue. That is quite a lot here. it will get dry. It should be clear when it's drying. Now, if you don't have that glue, I think the wood, the glue for wood, that one doesn't dry clear, it remains white, is perfectly fine. You can paint, yeah, on top. So we can make, you know, this line with a different color of acrylics. Yeah. So it's very similar with doing mosaics. If you guys ever done mosaics, mosaics are done from pieces of glass, pieces of marble, or pieces of ceramic. So I would say it's even more difficult because you need to literally chop every single piece, you know. This is really fun and easy, affordable. You can find it anywhere in your house. Yeah, so I'm gonna carry on the same of the other line. Because I don't have that much variety of beans, I'll use the same white one. Now, if you have different ones, please feel free to use them. But think that you'll need to use different colors inside these shapes, yeah? So every single inch of this cardboard will have to be covered with the beans. So the same generous amount of glue. Yeah. And I'm going to carry on sticking the beans. Halfway through, probably your hands might get a little bit sticky from the glue. You can use wipes, yeah, because if your hands are getting too sticky, it will be difficult to work with the seeds or glue or the beans. They'll stick continuously to your fingers. Yeah. I really love it. I mean, it's already taking shape, my work. And I'm really looking forward to see it finished already. Okay, so I'm gonna carry on with the third line. The same good amount, very generous. Don't worry if you go outside of this shape of the line. Just don't worry about it. It will really make a nice display in the house. And I decided to use the heart shape, so we follow the series of our workshops of you know, starting from Valentine's Day and the idea of hearts and all this. Obviously, you can use any shape you want: circle, square, triangle. Coffee beans are as well amazing. It's just I drink a lot of coffee, so I used I finished all the beans. Brilliant. Yeah, so far so good. It really looks nice. Um, Now, if you've seen our website, in the picture there is a cinnamon stick. So I have a cinnamon stick. I don't know what can you use instead if you don't have it. Maybe you can make a line the same of pasta, different color. I'm going to use the cinnamon stick. I'm gonna use this one. I love the shape. It has different cuts, and yeah, it's quite old. I don't think I used these ones at all. So I'm just gonna make a bow with this string just to look nice, you know, a nice design on my stick, cinnamon stick. Yeah. I'm not that good in making bows. Yeah. So obviously everyone might have their own technique. Yep, it's just nice. Just a extra detail, you know, to my work. Yep, so it should look like this. But the first thing, the glue. So I'm gonna apply, I mean, literally a good amount of glue. By now, I'm going to change the brush with the big one. Yeah, so I'll change my small brush. I'll put it in the water, in a pot of water, because if the glue gets dry on the hair, the brush is destroyed. So I'm going to use now the big brush. Yeah. And I'm going to stick my cinnamon, yeah, on the work. Brilliant. So now we need to think how we are going to cover the rest of the surface. What else, what other beans can we use? So I'm thinking around this one, the first swirly line that we've done it, I'm going to use the these beans, the black-eyed beans. Yeah. So I'm gonna start following, going around, yeah, this line. Yeah, so around it, I'm gonna go with the beans, the other ones. So first of all, I'm going to apply the glue. So try to apply the glue around the line, yeah, that you've done. Yeah, the same, very generous. Don't worry about it if it's too much, or idea is don't put too less. Yeah. So go around on both sides, here and the outside, yeah, of the swirly line, yeah. So on both sides, yeah. This is actually the technique of the mosaic as well. From the most famous mosaics we find in Italy, in I think Greece, if I'm not wrong, and how they started in the ancient time when they done the mosaics. So the same, first of all, with an outline, and then they apply the rest of the stones following the outline. So we're going to use the same technique. Yeah, so I'm going to work with my beans. I want to use these black spots. I really love it. And I'm going to place them with the dark spots on top. Yeah. Now it's getting a little bit detailed work, very meticulous work, but yeah, it's fine. it looks nice if you arrange them, if you go nicely, then I don't know, just throwing there the beans and oh, we covered everything. It's nice to go around. I feel that it would be really helpful to have bigger beans. So different colored, bigger beans. Um, for the rest of the workshop, so someone is asking me the rest of materials for the other workshops. Mainly acrylics, and if you have canvas, otherwise paper will be good. Only on Wednesday, we're going to do yarn art. So what we'll need a lot of these strings, yeah, different colors for that workshop. In rest, all the other workshops will be just acrylic painting. I'm really sorry that some of you haven't received the information. Don't know why the Eventbrite doesn't send the emails to everyone. Um, so any other questions, you can email me info@rclassesgroup.com. Yeah. So we feel the pattern, yeah, by applying the beans around the main line. Yeah. They're really tiny. So if you have anything bigger, will be really nice. It is very therapeutic work. It's really nice. You know, it doesn't give you the frightening that, oh, doesn't come out nice. Because whatever you do, it will look nice. This type of work. Yeah. So I see the movement, I see the pattern. It is really nice, you know, when you work around the line. Yeah. Okay, I finished one line going around, yeah, of the main one. So I'm going to apply even more glue. Yeah. And I'm going to change now with different seeds. So you can apply the same technique the same way to the other swirly lines. Okay, so I'm going to take now the corn, which is extremely small. Yeah. There are, I think, green lentils, the same, very interesting to use them. The red beans, if I'm not wrong, I don't know the names. Just want to bring it more closer to the camera so you guys can see. So when it will get dry, that glue, it will look really nice. Yeah, now it's all flooded in glue. So probably can't see exactly. So I'm going to work around the line with this corn. Yeah, just around the line. I wish to have different colors for the seeds or beans. Now I really wish to have. They've been really nice to see as well, to show you in the camera. So try to have like a continuous line. Don't just throw them there and randomly. So a very, very nice, you know, very nice lines. Yeah. Okay. Now my fingers are really getting gluey, and the corn is sticking to my fingers instead of my work. So in this case, just quickly use a tissue or wipes. Brilliant. Yeah, so I have the another outline. Again, very nice. You see how nicely are the lines. More colorful, much better would look. Yeah. Now, just because I want to go a little bit quicker, in this gap, I'm going to apply this bulgur because it's very, very tiny. It will be literally impossible to make a line out of this. So I'm just gonna fill in, yeah, this gap here. But if you have bigger seeds or beans, you carry on with lines. It will look far much better. I wish to see all your works. So guys, please send me pictures of your works. We really love to share on our social media, and email me or just tag us directly on your Instagram or Facebook. So we are the same Art Classes group. If you can't find us, you can just write at Art Classes group. Yeah, so this bulgur is so tiny, so I'm just using it to fill in the gaps. I hope you guys are really enjoying. I'm literally enjoying doing this. As a practice, I'm a visual artist, so I do lots of paintings. But when I do this kind of crafts, it's really calming me down more than painting, because painting is a continuous process of thinking and doing. So you need to have a good outcome after you finish your work. Well, here you are just doing and it's coming out nice. Yeah. So I just fill in that gap with the bulgur seeds, or yeah. How nicely we can see the pattern. Just imagine if there will be different colorful beans, many lines of colorful beans, how nicely would look like. Yeah. So the same thing you can do with the rest of them. Now, just around this cinnamon, I'm going to use my lentils. So I'm going to apply glue around the cinnamon stick. Trying my best not to move it, but brilliant. Yeah. So a lot of glue around the cinnamon stick. So I'm going to use my lentils. I could have took from home, from home red lentils. Very nice. So you have a red shade. I don't know if there are other colors of lentils. So I'm just gonna drop around the cinnamon stick. Yeah. So I have like an outline around the stick as well. But I think I wish to have the red lentils. I'm looking forward to see, guys, what kind of beans have you used, what kind of seeds have you used. Originally, I'm from Romania, but I'm based in UK now. So in Romania, for example, we don't have lentils. When I came in UK, I heard about lentils. I think we don't have as well the black-eyed beans. So many things I didn't know. And yeah, it would be nice, guys, if you can share your work as well. Maybe something specific, you know, that others they don't know. It would be really nice to find out. Yeah, so just a few of the lentils around the cinnamon stick. And then I want to carry on, yeah, with the swirly lines, the same pattern how I've done with the first one. When your work is, so for example, tomorrow, when you're gonna check your work, just lift up, yeah, your work, keep it a little bit vertical. If you see that any seeds are coming off, just apply glue on top of it. For example, here, I have quite a lot. If by tomorrow, not all of them are covered in glue, not, yeah, I'm going to just add on top of it. Okay, so I'm going to carry on with the same pattern with the first swirly line. So I'm starting to apply the glue and then the black-eyed beans. Yeah, I use those dots, try to keep on top. Yeah, so I can see that lovely pattern of black dots. It's really, really nice. So as I mentioned, by tomorrow when everything will be dried, if you feel that, oh, my work is a little bit dull, doesn't have that much color, feel free to paint very nicely, maybe your pasta, the line of pasta, or maybe the line of beans. Otherwise, you can leave it just like that, natural. Even how it is mine, for example, has very nice yellows and whites. So it is nice if my, I don't know, my room is more with white and cream colors, because I'll definitely display in my room. It looks amazingly as well as a gift. Definitely people will appreciate. So what I'm trying to do now is just going around the line of beans. If you really enjoyed this technique, you can create your own designs and make your own work. You can do, I don't know, can be a nice butterfly, in, very nicely done out of seeds. Um, the same patterns, or uh, flowers, or bunny. Easter is coming. Yeah. So for example, at one point, just show you more close. Yeah, at one point, this line of black-eyed beans, yeah, is overlapping the other one. I'm just gonna stop it, and then I'm gonna carry on, yeah, from this gap, yeah. So I'll carry on there. Yeah. It's already looking really, really nice. You can use different spices as well, you know, for gaps. So for example, different gaps, but it might be difficult to the powder in there. So the next line will be the line of corn. And then where are the, in this gap, the same, I'm going to use the bulgur, what was here. The possibilities literally are endless, endless. You can use, you know, any dried flowers you can stick in between. It's literally endless. It's just your imagination will be the limit. Yeah. So I finished the second line. And in this gap, I'm going to use the bulgur, the same like here. Yeah. So in this gap. Yeah. Same generous amount of glue. For example, where is a very tiny gap in there, I need to go back to my small brush. Yeah, because it's impossible to add the glue in there. Okay, and I'm going to use the bulgur now to fill in that gap. Just because they are quite small, this ones, what I have. You can press a little bit with your finger to make sure that completely covered, you know, touching the glue. Just slightly press it, yeah, into the glue. Very lightly, because you don't want to disturb the other outlines. Yeah. My probably can't see exactly detailed my cinnamon, but it really looks nice. It has a nice texture. I really like it. And for example, I don't want to isolate it, just one cinnamon stick there and that's it. I have a small other pieces, so I think I'm going to use these ones as well. They look, I like it that they look like a little bit like pieces of bark, yeah, from the tree. So I'll imagine, I'm thinking um, I can use these ones to fill in this gap, yeah, just just around the outline. First of all, lot of glue. Yeah, I just like it because, as I mentioned, it looks a lot like bark, and you know, like yeah, it really gives a nice texture. So I'm taking just small pieces. My cardboard now is getting a little bit soft, so I'm feeling that the weight of the glue, yeah, is bending the cardboard. So I will keep it on the table without moving too much. So otherwise it might break. Yeah. The same in this gap, I'm going to use the bulgur. So where there are, for example, isolated gaps, yeah, so we have the main lines of our design, but then there are the gaps for in between. So think of something that is easy to apply, you know, like this tiny bulgur, or what else can it be? Lentils, different colored lentils. So consider that that one is your background. So you are working on the background. Yeah, you've done your main lines and designs, and now you need to do the background. Just a very light pressure to get into that glue. Yeah. So the same way, we're going to carry on with this swirly line, the same patterns, and in the gap, consider is your background. So use the one that you used in this one. So I use the bulgur, so you can, yeah, you can use as well. Will be really nice to see tomorrow when it's dried, how it looks like. Is it the same? Is it going to change? Really looking forward. If you can, guys, send us your pictures of your works at info@ourclassesgroup.com. Share on your social media, tag us with Our Classes Group. I honestly, I'm really looking forward to see something original, different. The leftover seeds, don't use them for food. Either dispose them, or either use them for a different work, because it might be traces of glue or something else. Yeah, so don't use them. My cinnamon was very old, so probably I'll use it the same in other piece of artwork. I'm really happy that, and hopefully everyone enjoyed. It was a really relaxing session. At least for myself, it was massively. I wish you all enjoyable day, and please join us for the next workshops. Violin painting next week. So for the guys who loves music, we're gonna learn how to draw and paint violin. Yarn art on Wednesday. Calligraphy, very interesting. Many people requested for calligraphy. Underwater scene. So we're gonna learn how to draw and paint 3D bubbles, and abstract landscape painting. I'm going to follow up with an email for your reviews, and let us know what other type of workshops would you like for the next holidays, maybe Easter or summer. And yes, thank you so much, everyone. And hopefully I'll see you for the next sessions as well. Thank you, guys. See you. Bye. Thank you.